I often have clients coming to me and talking about the merits of a timber frame or a steel frame. And of course, the frame, it's the bones of the house. Everything hangs off that. It's what the roof rests on, and the pictures inside hang on. And the frame, you can't get anything more fundamental to the performance of your home over time. So, just want to compare the two most common types of frame. I mean, the only two used in Australia right now, the timber and steel framing solutions, and just help you understand or make that decision in a more informed way. Now, as with all this, I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer here. It's more about the application. So what's right for your home, what's right for your property, what's right for your use. And you've got not only your use, but the builder's considerations. And I'll just run through a handful for each product. So firstly, steel framing. Steel framing is lighter. So from the builder's perspective, it's lighter to carry, it's lighter to put up. It's also cheaper, interestingly. In the market right now, as of today's date, a steel frame will cost less than a timber frame. Now, that's not always reflected in the quotes, but that's the current market reality. So from the builder's point of view, it's lighter, it's cheaper. From the homeowner's point of view, I don't think it's quite as convenient to use, in that you often find yourself hanging a picture on the wall, fixing something at a later date. A steel frame is harder to do that with. So a timber frame is easier to fix something internally to in the long run. Steel frame's a bit harder. Steel frame's also, I don't think, the right application for someone that's in a very coastal or marine environment. And when I say coastal, I don't mean a coastal city, I mean on the beach environment. And that just simply comes down to it's a steel product, and steel and salt don't mix in the long run. The only way you'd want to use steel things in that environment is stainless steel, and no one's going to be able to afford a stainless steel frame. So I don't think steel's the right thing for those real marine environments. And the last thing that's said about steel framing as a positive is its termite resistance. Termites can't eat steel, of course they can't. But I think about that and think, well, the whole home has to be termite proof, including the frame. So I've got to termite proof the home anyway. So is steel a benefit? Well, in theory, yes, but if you think about the whole of home approach, not really. So they're my observations on steel. I think it's a good product. We use it in many homes and highly recommend it. Timber's heavier for the builder, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's also more costly. There's more freight involved. Yes, termites can eat timber, but as I said previously, the home has to be termite proof. So I don't think that's a real downside for timber. The positive from the homeowner's point of view is the ease of fixings and a lot more flexibility in terms of the external claddings. Timber, a lot of the lighter weight claddings that are very popular and modern now, nail fixings are far easier in a timber frame. So if you're thinking of using lightweight cladding, you're always going to lean to a timber frame because the fixing is easier, both internally and externally. If you're in a marine environment, a timber frame is going to be superior. And overall, timber's readily available and the more dominant product in the market. Builders continue to prefer it because they've worked with it for many years. I think it's a nicer product to work with on site. So they're the pros and cons as I see them. I hope that's been a help to you as you choose the right solution for your home.